Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary of Rules Editor for the NCAA. And today we're continuing our series of training videos for 2024, and we're going to be focused on game action from Week 5. Now, before we get into our video, I wanted to report out on our instant replay statistics. We're averaging 2.08 stops per game in FBS. That's slightly up from last year, but we're averaging 1 overturn per game. That's been amazingly consistent over the past few years. And our average stop time is 1 minute 51 seconds. That's down from last year. That's good. We want to keep the game moving. But we still occasionally get these long stops, and we need to work to eliminate those. And remember, if you go over 2 minutes, it's probably not clear and obvious, and you need to get out and let the play stand. And also, from an unsportsmanlike conduct perspective, I think we're doing a great job as far as celebrations and taunting. Let's keep up the good work. But I'm seeing a little more activity of our coaches coming out on the field. Remember, if the coach comes out into the green grass to debate or complain about an officiating decision, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct foul. So let's do a good job. Let's take care of our sideline. So with that, let's get on into our video. Our first play this week, we see the quarterback, he fakes, runs the down the line option, and the ball is out in front of the pitch man. And as number 15 goes to recover the ball, he just simply bats it out of bounds. Now, we're going to get a flag down from our referee here for illegally batting the ball. And we know that illegally batting the ball is a 10-yard penalty that includes loss of down. But by rule, it's a foul for batting if the ball is batted forward in the field of play or in any direction, as we know, in the end zone. And this is a judgment call on the field. It's not reviewable by replay. But this is very tight. But to be a foul, we want the batting to be clearly forward. And this batting seems lateral at best. And this is not what we want as a foul. Line judge, you may have had a better view of this. Could you take the referee off of this? Play 2, we see defender number 91. He's going to jump, and he goes well beyond the neutral zone and has a direct path and charges toward the backs. The quarterback's going to treat this like a free play, rolls out, and throws downfield. But we know that if there's contact by the defense, we shut the play down. But by rule, if the defender charges toward a back, we're to shut the play down as well. And this is the type play that we do want to shut down. So remember, the defense, if they enter the neutral zone, they have the opportunity to get back if there's no contact. But we need to shut the play down if there's a direct path to the backs. Play 3 is late in the second quarter. The offense has 4th and 5, and they're going to line up to attempt a field goal. Now, the kick is going to be blocked. There's a scramble for the ball, but since the ball is behind the line and it never crossed the neutral zone, we know that regardless of which team recovers here, it's going to be Team B's ball. Now, we have a flag down on the play, and as we go back and take a look at the replay, we see that during live ball action, number 27 is going to come off the bench onto the field of play, and by rule, we know that no player can enter the field of play while the ball is alive. And we also know you can't have 12 on the field. So this is a correct call by our headline judge for a substitution foul, and we know that the penalty here is going to be 5 yards from the previous spot, and since it was 4th and 5, this penalty gives the offense a new 1st and 10. Play 4, we've got a 3rd and 3. The quarterback's going to keep. He runs off right tackle, makes the line to gain. He's hit. He fumbles. It's a sudden change. Number 7 catches the fumble and takes off for the end zone. Now, he takes it all the way back, and then after the score, we're going to see that as he goes to the back of the end zone, number 7 removes his helmet, and the crew gets a flag down for unsportsmanlike conduct, and that was well done and needed. Now, it seems a good job by the crew. There's no downgrade here. But as we go back and take a look at the play from the All-22 camera, and I know this is late in the fourth quarter, but we need a little more from the crew on this play. We see that the headline judge is beat badly here, and that's expected. There's no way you're going to beat this person to the goal line, but I would want a little more hustle on this play. You need to accelerate and not just give up on the play. Now, good job by the field judge hustling down and getting the helmet off, and the back judge, good job also hustling to be a presence in the end zone. Center judge, I know you do signal touchdown, but then you just walk, and I'm not sure you saw the helmet off. So crew, discuss this play, and I'm not expecting you to again beat this player to the goal line, but we need hustle. We need to give our best on plays like this so we can cover all aspects and be a presence. Play 5, we've got a punting situation. The kicker sends the ball toward the near side boundary. Number 1 comes over, and the ball is going to bounce right between his legs. Now, number 2 of the receiving team, he's going to try to recover, and he touches the ball, and then the kicking team recovers. And as we go back and take a look to see if number 1 really did touch the ball, and it appears from our views that number 1 did not touch the kick, but because number 2 of the receiving team did touch the kick, we know that makes all eligible to recover. And so the kicking team does recover and they get to keep the ball. And we also know they could not advance. They can recover a kick, but can't advance. Now, what I really wanted to touch base on and highlight here is if the ball would have touched number 1's towel hanging down, then that player would have been deemed to have touched the ball. So if you're wearing it and it's a part of you, it becomes a part of you in determining if you touch the ball. And that includes dangling mouthpieces, long belts, or any other uniform attachment. Now, the towel would not be considered a body part down in conjunction with a runner being down, out of bounds, or for a catch. Play 6 is another punt play. The receiver fields the ball, starts upfield, and there's a big hit, but there are no flags on the play. Now, replay is going to stop the game to evaluate this hit for targeting. And there are really 2 kicking players that are involved in the contact. Now, as replay evaluates the hits, we're going to look at the contact by number 9 first. And it's a hard hit, but as we see, and especially from the end zone angle, this is great technique by number 9. He has his head to the side, leads with the shoulder, and he wraps up. Excellent technique. But as we go back and take a look at the hit by number 31, and we know that first the return man is transitioned to a runner, so he's not defenseless, so the only type targeting we can have is crown of the helmet. We can see that 31, he lowers his head, leads with the head, so I don't like the posture, I don't like the technique, but as we know, replay must confirm all aspects for it to be targeting, and the contact is not with the crown, the 6-inch radius from the top of the helmet, but the contact is with the side of the helmet. So this is not targeting. So good judgment on the field and a good job by replay not to create targeting. Play 7, we're late in the half with 3rd and 23. The offense is going to throw long, and the ball is going to be caught by number 87 of the offense, just short of the goal line. Now, the clock is stopped to award the first down with 2 seconds remaining in the half, and we know that the offense can't spike it here. And they're hustling in their field goal unit, and they're very efficient. We're going to start the clock, they get the snap off, and they kick the field goal through. Now, as officials, we need to read the offense and their substitutions here and anticipate that they may try a field goal. Our back judge here is in the middle of the goal. Our field judge is out on the pylon. The side judge does come hustling in. The field goal was clearly good, but we had no one in position on either upright. So let's be very alert on these end of half situations when a team will likely try a field goal. Our last play this week is good work by the crew, good alert, and we have a punt from the plus 47. The ball bounces right at the goal line. The kicking team is going to bat the ball from the end zone back into the field of play. The receiver alertly picks up the ball, runs it out to the 24-yard line, and we have a flag down. We actually have 2 flags down, and as we look at the close-up on the return, we get a call from our headline judge and umpire for a face mask foul by the kicking team against the runner. Now, the punt did land in the field of play, so it stays a live ball. If it had landed in the end zone, we know that it would have been a dead ball and a touchback, but it landed in the field of play, is still live. The kicking team player, number 17, he bats the ball back into the field of play, and we get a beanbag down from our back judge in the end zone, so that's good work. And we know the ball is still live. Receiver 28 picks up the ball at the 3, and the back judge gets his second beanbag down to mark the end of the kick. That's good. And then the play stays live. We do a good job of continuing to work the play. We know that when 28 picks up the ball, this is low risk because if he's tackled anywhere behind the 20 or if he fumbles and loses the ball, his team has the option to take the ball at the illegal touching spot, which is in the end zone, which would give them a touchback at the 20. And we see that his return does get out to the 24-yard line for positive yardage. It's a heads-up play, and the face mask penalty will be added on 15 yards from the end of the run, so the receiving team will take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So a heads-up play by the receiver and a good job by the crew to continue to work the play all the way through. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and let's learn from these plays and talk them through as a crew together. Now, as we get ready to work this week, let's remember, we want quality fouls. Make it be there. Nothing technical. Technical fouls always get us in trouble. Make sure we're good dead ball officials as we get into more conference versus conference play. That's so important that we're a presence and try to stop activity, but when the flag is warranted, let's get it out. And let's make sure we have great communications with our coaches and players and other officials. Use your winning words and always display integrity, courage, and poise. That's so critical in everything we do. So best of luck to all, and let's keep hustling.